What is the flippening? What does it mean if Bitcoin eventually gets dethroned and Ethereum takes number one place? What will it mean for the cryptocurrency space overall? What will it mean for Bitcoin? How will it change the cryptocurrency space, and what are the implications? This video is going to dive into all these questions and more. So if you're in cryptocurrency, you need to know what the flippening is. The flippening is where Bitcoin gets dethroned. So Bitcoin has been the number one cryptocurrency of all time, and it has never been dethroned by another coin, which is why it's this kind of big event that people talk about, because there are massive implications of Bitcoin being dethroned. And the closest coin to dethrone Bitcoin would be Ethereum. And you can come to the Flippening watch and you can see a live update of how close Ethereum is to flipping Bitcoin. So you can see that we're still pretty far away. We've been close at times, but we're still pretty far away. Ethereum still has a lot of catching up to do. Bitcoin is the big mamba of the entire cryptocurrency space. And it's going to be very hard for any coin to take the number one throne. And a lot of Bitcoin maximalists believe that it'll never happen. But I think in some time that it could happen, and I'm going to give you some reasons why. So Bitcoin and Ethereum are very different coins. They both do very different things. So Bitcoin is seen as this kind of like digital gold store of value, and Ethereum is seen as kind of like this digital oil. That's what sometimes people like to refer to it as. And it kind of earns you a yield, or it has a yield application to it, unlike Bitcoin. So the Ethereum Web3 turns ETH into like this real internet money because there's all this use case for Ethereum. People are using Ethereum for DeFi. People are using Ethereum for NFT marketplaces. It has real world utility and it's earning a yield. So most like DeFi and NFT marketplaces, they're all priced in Ethereum. They're not priced in Bitcoin. They're priced in Ethereum. So like which coin is the internet money of the world? It feels like Ethereum is more so being used as internet money. Something that's fascinating is how quickly both coins bounced back when we had the mini bear market in the middle of this bull run. So you can see that with Ethereum, we're basically almost at all-time highs. Ethereum bounced back so much quicker than Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we're still around 30% away from our previous all-time highs. And I feel like that can really show the market consensus of like how people feel about these coins, is how quickly coins bounce back, how quickly they come back, how quickly people buy up these dips. And Ethereum came back faster and harder than Bitcoin did. People generally want to earn a yield on their investment rather than just keep their money or their assets in just like a kind of store of value. Even though Bitcoin has been going up consistently over time, like the notion of earning a yield is very promising. And also the fact that there's more use case for your Ethereum, there's more to do with your Ethereum. The growth of Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin so it's been outpacing Bitcoin during the bull runs consistently since its inception. Also, Goldman Sachs made a 90-page report on cryptocurrencies, which I read, and they said that Bitcoin wasn't fulfilling its goals. It wasn't becoming this internet of money that it was supposed to be. And they actually said that Ethereum was one of the cryptocurrencies with one of the most highest potentials because of the yield, because of what it does. So something to keep in mind. Okay, so one of the reasons why Ethereum might flip Bitcoin is because it's becoming more deflationary than Bitcoin. So Ethereum, since August the 5th, has burned over 432 million worth of Ether. So it is becoming less available. And if you know simple economics, you would know that the less there is of something, the more scarce it becomes, the more it drives prices upwards. Okay, so here we are on Watch the Burn, which is a live update of the current Ethereum that's been burnt in the marketplace. This is what's making Ethereum deflationary. They're controlling the amount of Ethereum that is in the market, and it's crazy. They've burnt over $700 million USD worth of Ethereum, and it's really funny because, you know, with the amount of Ethereum that they've burnt, they could have bought 2,000 medium-sized homes in the US. It's wild. some people might argue that Bitcoin is still inflationary because it hasn't minted all of its 21 million coins yet. Whereas Ethereum is now planning on burning 1 to 2% of its total supply each year. So this is going to really create more scarcity for Ethereum and more control over like how much the Ethereum price can increase. So firstly, just to kind of give you guys an idea that Ethereum never really had this fixed supply like Bitcoin. It kind of mimicked fiat currency where it could kind of just be printed or created like whenever it was needed. So this was a feature that ETH had in common with the fiat unlimited supply. So it's one of the main reasons why they moved to ETH 2.0 and why it's so important for the overall network and the overall price of Ethereum. So because of this like this supply that they used to have, which is now going to be made into a deflationary asset, this could drastically increase Ethereum's potential to flip Bitcoin now that it will have this deflationary aspect. Also, something that I think is a really important factor to this whole entire thing is how much ETH is locked up in ETH 2.0. Now, I invested some of my money in ETH 2.0 in a pool. I put it into the scaling like lockup, which I wanted to support. I want Ethereum to scale. I love Ethereum. I'm happy to lock my Ethereum up for how many years it might take in order to get that done. And yeah, so I'm not going to be making any profits off that, obviously, because I can't sell for a long time, which there's not going to be as much sell pressure because of the ETH 2.0 scaling lockup, which is another really big thing to keep in mind, because if there's there's not enough Ethereum that's being put onto the market to sell, that can create a lot of scarcity and that can really drastically increase the price. Transactions are growing, ETH is being burned. You have to kind of ask yourself, like, if this kind of keeps going the way it's going, how long until we eventually catch up? The implications of Bitcoin being flipped could be quite serious. And I think that a lot of people underestimate the idea that Bitcoin is going to be flipped and it will be a nothing thing. It could be a huge thing because it will open up, it will create vulnerability for Bitcoin and open up a space for other cryptocurrencies to rival Bitcoin. Because really, there's been no competitor to Bitcoin for since Bitcoin's existence. It has really held that number one place since 2009. So it's the number one store of value. It controls all the other asset classes. If Bitcoin gets dethroned, potentially Ethereum might control the market, or Solana might control the market, or ADA might control the market, and the market just might follow ADA or Solana or whatever it might be, and Bitcoin might not have the same effect that it has on all the other asset classes within the cryptocurrency space. It is a huge deal. So Bitcoin maximalists are very scared, and potentially they might not want to be Bitcoin maximalists anymore. Potentially they're going to have to become Ethereum maximalists or Solana maximalists. That could happen. But just to think about it in this way, like Ethereum is technically an altcoin. I actually disagree with that. I think Ethereum is more like the queen of all the altcoins, and I believe that Bitcoin is the king of digital assets. But still, it could potentially open up Bitcoin to be rivaled for coins that are similar to Bitcoin, like Dash, or Litecoin, or Bitcoin Cash. It could really open up this space for Bitcoin to be rivaled by coins that are cheaper, faster, whatever it might be. So the big question is, will the flippening happen this market cycle? I believe that it definitely is a possibility to happen. It could happen, but if it does happen, it will be brief. Bitcoin is still the most dominant and the most highest by market cap coin on the cryptocurrency market. And I believe the biggest reason for this is because Bitcoin is the household name. People are still learning about Bitcoin. People are still learning about Ethereum. People are still entering this cryptocurrency journey. And the first thing that people start with when they enter this cryptocurrency world is Bitcoin. People buy Bitcoin. That is where they start. And then they trickle down to other altcoins and they start learning more about DeFi and then so on and so forth. We're still so early and Bitcoin is the household name. So I think that Ethereum still definitely has a long way to go in relation to people learning about it, people adopting it, people really understanding its utility and its yield. By me saying this, that Ethereum could surpass Bitcoin's market cap in the long run, I'm not saying that Ethereum will replace Bitcoin. They both have different uses, and I believe that they're both built for different things and designed for different things. So I think that there's a space for both of them. So yeah, in the short run, I think that Bitcoin will maintain its place. And I think in the long run, coins like Ethereum, coins like Solana, coins like ADA could take that number one spot. Okay guys, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for tuning in. I just want to say that I believe the real flippening that's going to occur is between Sol and ADA. I think Sol is going to take down ADA. Solana has so many amazing projects built on it. It's making such headway right now. And although ADA is amazing and I love the community and I love Charles Hoskinson, it doesn't have smart contracts yet. Its smart contracts are coming on the 12th of September. And I believe it has so much catching up to do. I believe Solana is going to take the cake this bull run. Just my final thoughts. And if you'd like to watch my last video or my most recent video on Solana, you can click the link. Now, if you like this video, please hit the like button. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think. I always like to hear your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you next time.